city has a new tool dedicated to helping make the neighborhoods better. This is called the Neighborhood Vitality Index, and it measures things that matter to Detroiters like schools, safety, parks, healthcare, and city services. It provides free data for Detroiters and groups working to improve their communities. This can also help policymakers make decisions and invest in the right areas. This index is a way to get a picture of what life is really like for Detroiters, and the index needs to hear from you by taking a survey about your neighborhood. So joining us now to talk more about the survey is the person behind the survey and the index, Jay Morgan with JFM Consulting Group. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
We kind of gave a rundown, but can you give us kind of a basic idea of what it is exactly you're trying to understand from Detroiters?
Sure. The Neighborhood Vitality Index was developed really by Detroiters with significant resident input over a period of years to identify what's most important to Detroiters. What are the priorities? What do they want? Community development organizations, the city government funders, what do they want them to focus on in terms of making investments in the neighborhood?
Gotcha. So there will be, or probably already is, a direct link between what Detroiters are saying in the survey to where the money will be spent.
That is definitely what the plan is. It's new. Last year was the first full year of implementation. It's a survey that's going to be repeated annually so that you can see trends over time.
Okay.
And investments will be made as we see changes that are being made or need to be made in neighborhoods.
So if I read correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but about 4,000 people took last year's survey?
Yep, a little over 4,000 last year. We're
Okay.
shooting for a little over 6,000 this year.
Okay. And what was kind of the theme that you saw from some of these Detroiters in the 4,000 that did take the survey?
Well, we saw a lot because there are 6 major areas within the Neighborhood Vitality Index. So, I mean, I can just rattle off a few, and they were at different ends of the continuum. So, for example, we learned that about 75% of Detroiters feel either safe or very safe in their neighborhoods, which was great.
Yeah.
And nearly 80% are satisfied with their overall quality of life, which tracks with national data. So we're happy to see that. At the other end of the continuum, we saw that about a quarter of Detroiters reported that they have access to the supports that they need. So that leaves room for funders, government, community development organizations to come in and help, connect people to supports.
Yeah. What I find interesting is that the survey runs the gamut in terms of categories. You're talking about everything from public safety to resources all the way to a busted street light. I mean, it's all in there, isn't it?
It's all in there. It's all in there because it came from the residents. And so this isn't, these aren't questions that were brought in from the outside. And so the appearance of the neighborhoods, access to parks, access to child care, I mean, just everything.
Yeah. People are always weary of, or leery, I guess, or both,
Right, or both.
of what happens when they submit any kind of survey or data. Is it anonymous? Do their names get attached to it? And what happens to the data? Who gets it?
The data is being housed and it's protected at Data-Driven Detroit, and they handle quite a bit of data. Look, everybody's pretty much familiar with them. The only connection is we capture people's names and email addresses so that we can get them the incentive. So there's a gift card that comes with this, and that's important to know.
Yeah.
$25 gift card for completing the survey. We want to recognize that people are taking their time to do it and thank them for it.
Okay, so on that note, we're going to take a very short break here, about 90 seconds. When we come back, I do want to talk more about the gift card, how people can take the survey, and all the good stuff.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Local 4 Live, everybody. We're talking about this survey for Detroiters to take to help give a clearer picture of what the neighborhoods need. Again, this is Jay Morgan with the JFM Consulting Group. So you kind of teased us a little bit that Detroiters can take the survey and they get a $25 gift card. So
yes.
Where is it to? How do I use this money?
It is just a Visa gift card.
Oh.
You can spend it wherever you want.
Okay. All right. So how do I take the survey? What's the easiest way to do it?
The easiest way is to go to nvidetroit.org and click the link and complete the survey there. We are also distributing flyers that have a QR code. We're working with community development organizations, the City of Detroit, and others to get it out there. But the easiest way is to click to go to nvidetroit.org.
Okay, in fact, we're looking at that website right now. Once we log in and start taking the survey, how many questions, how long does it usually take?
It takes about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's
to
not
complete
long.
the survey. No, it's not long, but it's 15 minutes, and that's why we give the $25 gift card.
How many
think
questions?
That's a good trade.
That's put you on the spot.
Yes, 60-ish.
Okay, gotcha. Going back to what exactly it is you're looking at, I asked you if there was a correlation between the answers and the money being spent or what be put into neighborhoods. How is that connection made? Are there City of Detroit leaders in whatever departments looking at this data to see where they should be putting resources?
We have engaged City of Detroit in the development of the NVI, of the index, as well as funders. And so, again, this is the second full year of implementation. But yes, that is what we're expecting. We're rolling out the data from 2024, and we'll, on an annual basis, be able to build on that so that organizations, foundations, city can use this information to make investments, and not just independently. We want to encourage collaboration so that they're working together to invest in Detroit's neighborhoods.
Yeah. Now, I know last year was the first year, so you don't have a whole lot of data to work with just yet, but did anything surprise you? Did anything jump out and you'd say, wow, I didn't realize that was a challenge, or I'm happy that's how they feel about something?
Well, I mean, I can only speak for myself right now, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that Detroiters felt as safe as they do in their neighborhoods, and that the people feel almost 80% that their overall quality of life, they're satisfied with that. That's a good thing. I mean, still there's room for improvement, but those were good things.
Yeah.
We found that 30% of residents feel that reporting crimes isn't going to be helpful because the police won't act on it. And so that's an area for improvement.
I see. Okay.
But overall, it was good to take a pulse and to be able to do this every year to see how the neighborhoods are changing and improving.
Yeah. You said that your goal is 6,000 respondents this year. But as somebody who I think you love numbers, you love data.
Yes, I do.
How many would you like to see? Like, what sample size gives you a real snapshot?
Well, that is the number we're getting.
6,000.
To get you, like, I think it's like 6,200, 6,100, something like that.
Okay.
We'll be able to make some statements about what's going on at what we call the neighborhood zone level.
Okay.
So yes, if we get there, we're golden.
Okay, so you're hoping that 6,200 of you watching right now will go on and take that
Absolutely.
survey.
15 minutes, $25 gift card.
Not bad. Okay, Jane, thank you so much for your time this morning. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
All right.